Just an onslaught of 911 calls for emergencies across the city.
Calls for help and to report damage flooding into Dane County Dispatch this afternoon as late spring severe storms pound south central Wisconsin. Thank you for joining us tonight. The storm rolled through the Madison area early this afternoon and it didn't stick around long.
Yeah, it was here and gone within about 30 minutes, but in that short period of time, it did leave behind quite a bit of damage. The good news is no injuries were reported anywhere. Now, new tonight, the American Red Cross opening an overnight shelter to help anyone displaced. That is located at Madison College on Wright Street. And the damage we've seen the most, these downed trees, plenty of wind damage and hail also. Many of those trees taking out power lines on their way to the ground, turning off the lights and AC for thousands of people. Utility crews working into the night to get it restored. These are just a few of the viewer photos that we have received throughout the day showing the damage from all corners of the viewing area.
Well, some of the worst damage we saw hit the north side of Madison near the airport. This is an apartment complex on Wright Street. Madison Fire says nearly 50 people who live there are under the Red Cross's care tonight. That's because the roof on one building is gone, ripped off in the wind.
Me and somebody, this other lady, we were sitting in her white van, truck, Toyota Jeep, and we literally seen the roof fly right over us. And it just landed right in front of the houses.
The good news here, and there's actually a secondary roof underneath the one that ripped off. So once crews can safely restore power and gas, people should be able to get back in, but that will likely not be until tomorrow.
Well, and check this out. A massive tree coming down right on top of a home on Harding Street today. That is on the city's east side near Garver Feed Mill. We got a chance to speak to the homeowner who says he's lived there for more than 20 years.
Then all of a sudden I heard what sounded like a train. So I stood up out of my couch to go to my back door to look and see what was going on. And as soon as I stood up, my ceiling and everything just came down all around me. So I sat back on the couch and I tucked and waited for everything to hit the ground. And then I stood up and there was dust and stuff all over.
Well, this video from the interstate today as well. The wind from the storm knocked a semi-truck onto its side on the interstate. There you go. There's that images there from the interstate. A semi onto its side, causing backups in both directions. No word on if there were any injuries.
And the Madison Parks Department putting out this tweet tonight. They say due to the storm, Goodman Pool has a mechanical issue and will not be open tomorrow morning. The city hopes to have it open by the time recreation swim begins at 1 p.m. When we take a look outside now, all clear. The storms have moved out and the heat is actually moving in. Let's get a look at what's on the way. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has our certified most accurate forecast. Dana.
It's nice to see the storms pulling away from us. Dry out here on the patio currently, but it is quite humid outside this evening. Our Doppler track will stay quiet overnight, but as we look back from this afternoon, several storm reports popping up. Of course, we have the hail reports of up to a quarter size, even a golf ball size for some areas east of Madison. Also the wind damage reports. Wind gusts estimated close to 70 miles per hour in Madison and in Jefferson County.